Hello, Idaho. Welcome to this week's update from the Idaho Farm Bureau Federation with this Capital Minute, where we bring you the latest from the state legislature and its impact on agriculture. In the next few minutes, we will dive into key legislative issues affecting Idaho's agricultural community. Double digits. Week 10 has officially wrapped here in Boise. I'm Dexton Lake, and welcome to Capital Minute. To address the issue of bad actor recreators who cause damage or break the rules of private property owners, Senate Bill 1086 has been introduced by Senator Mark Harris. This bill clarifies that when a landowner imposes restrictions on recreational use of their property, anyone who violates those restrictions can be cited for trespass. Under the bill, if a landowner allows access but only under certain conditions, they can provide notice by posting signs at gates, roads, or other entry points. Any restrictions stated on those signs would then be mandatory for anyone who enters the property. Senate Bill 1086 successfully passed the Senate and is now waiting for a hearing in the House Resources and Conservation Committee. Some concerns were raised regarding potential misuse of the penalties by government land management entities. The bill's sponsors are currently working with stakeholders to refine the language to ensure private property rights are strengthened while preventing government overreach. IFBF supports Senate Bill 1086 as it upholds landowners' rights to control how their land is used and protects against damage from irresponsible recreation. We will continue to monitor the progress of this important legislation. This week, the Local Government Committee reviewed Senate Bill 1133 as amended, a bill aimed at refining Idaho's agricultural protection areas, or APAs. The bill clarifies the APA application process at the county level, ensuring efficiency and transparency. The updates ensure APAs don't change county zoning or comprehensive plans and creates a dedicated APA map for county planning purposes. One major provision allows agricultural landowners within a county's jurisdiction, whether inside or outside an area of impact, to apply for APA status. Some have raised concerns about extending eligibility to those in areas of impact, but it's important to note, areas of impact remain under county jurisdiction. Counties still have full authority to approve or deny APA requests. An APA does not change land use, farmland stays farmland, and Idaho law already protects agricultural land from forced annexation. IFBF believes that farmers deserve the opportunity to apply for APA designation and that the process should be clear and fair. The bill now moves to the Senate floor for a full hearing. IFBF supports Senate Bill 1133 as amended. Large industrial energy users place a massive strain on Idaho's power grid while benefiting from low-cost hydropower and fully paid-for transmission lines built by longtime ratepayers. The result? Rising energy costs for everyone. House Bill 395 requires new large electric consumers, those adding 10 megawatts or more in a year, to cover the cost of the infrastructure needed to serve them. Under current law, utilities build new power generation and transmission at the expense of all ratepayers. House Bill 395 addresses this by requiring the utility to acquire new power for the new customer's account or the new customer to secure its own power source. The bill aims to protect existing ratepayers from footing the bill for massive energy consumers like server farms and leaves residential, commercial, irrigation, and most industrial users unaffected. The bill also allows large customers to competitively source their own power, encouraging a more market-driven system and reducing reliance on subsidies. The Idaho Farm Bureau supports this concept as it aligns with our free market principles and IFBF policy number 96, which states that growth should pay for itself. The bill passed out of the House State Affairs Committee Thursday morning. We will continue to monitor the bill and the discussions that surround it. That's a wrap for this week's legislative update. You can learn more about the issues IFBF is engaged in by subscribing to the Capital Reflections newsletter at idahofb.org. Remember, staying informed and engaged is key to advocating for Idaho agriculture. You've tuned in to Capital Minute with the Idaho Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Idaho agriculture.